trying to play a character where I'm like, should I do this? And instead of
It's alright.
hesitating, I do it.
But next time,
Kind of break that cage, you know?
listen, only entrust the role of children to me and Red.
Fine, Jill.
And tomorrow.
I believe you can be more chaotic. Red,
Give
what
Give me a
happened?
chance and I'll do it.
Red, what happened last time?
Well, we start a bit in the past as we saw what happened that fateful day when the group was separated from the side of Carmen and Hakan. As, well, like I said, the attack from the bandits, the carriage stumbling and Carmen hitting her head, Hakan helping her out as they ran, him letting her know that everyone else had made a run for it and her mom was put in the back of Monty, so hopefully she'll be safe as they went to the forest, the closest thing to hide from, because they didn't want the bandits to see them as they waited while they dealt with the enemy that was charging at them. They watched as they fought them and eventually left a few hours later as they made their way back to the caravan. And Hakan's heart probably sank into his stomach when he realized all our stuff was taken, and that includes Hakan's precious dagger. Carmen tried to give him some reassurance and talking about how we can possibly go back and find it. Maybe don't give up hope so quickly, Hakan. Though Hakan was trying to be brave in the face of that, as there was only other option was to hopefully meet with everyone else. Maybe try to find each other again. But before that, apparently a group of Fae came down, military-wise, seemingly having to track the bandits earlier, put them in custody, let them know that apparently the other group was found as they went to get questioned with Carmen and Hakan and the Black Swan. And so it was a bit of back and forth before ultimately the Black Swan dismissed Carmen to have a conversation with Hakan specifically. Apparently he wasn't free to go, much to Carmen's shock. And, she tried to speak up, but Hakan reassured her it's going to be fine. As, she wasn't going to leave without him. And though she had a lot of questions and some of the soldiers was just as confused as she was, they decided to give her a room for the night. As a helpful soldier, Alexei, I believe his name was, decided to get her a room set up near with that patrol. So obviously there was a difference or some type of divide here. One group wearing a different set of black and red, similar to the Black Swan. Another one more closer to the regular military. All giving her a suspicious look, but regardless, she seemed to be a bit safer with Black Swan's unit. As they gave her food and care and decided to let her rest. And hopefully everything will be all right in the next morning. While that was going on, like I said, John Luke went off to confront his master. Demanding to know exactly what his disgraceful behavior was, as well as the fact he seemed to be hiding something that, doesn't seem to be the reaction he gave, at least from his point of view, doesn't seem to be really worth that, especially from all the teachings he's been trying to instill in him, as everyone else, the rest of the party watched this, a bit helpless, but deciding there's nothing we can really do to interfere, as we talked about the situation, and went off to have dinner. It did eventually come back, though, a bit more... a bit weird of a weird tension. John Luke seemed to be shaken, and the old man seemed to be grim, as he seemed to be skeptical and surprised about us eating in the kitchen before just making off and going to take his own food in the dining area as we all sat. And John Luke decided to go home to, deal with whatever he found. Dusana decided to talk with the old man, see what's going on, to mostly figure out what this whole arrangement is going to work out between them, with them trying to stay here, I guess, to make sure to keep it secret or what have you until our other group, because Dusana's not leaving without her daughter, that's for damn sure, as we talked. And it seemed there was a bit going on underneath the surface, some shame or something he didn't wish to speak of, as he eventually decided to show Dusana his coat and arms, his once moniker of the Ace of Spades, and what that all existed as, and some shame that they did that he can't even speak of. The whole, destruction of it all, basically. And his loss of belief, his faith, I can almost say as well, and what it cost him. And Dusada kept her mouth shut. She didn't say much, though there's a bit of wariness now there that exists because of it, as she, I wouldn't say didn't give him reassurance, but heard his story. As she went back, telling others to just forget what they saw, and it's best to leave the past in the past. Carmen, of course, next day woke up in the military camp. The Black Swans unit making their leave, probably following in those rebels' footsteps, or flying wing steps, or whatever you call it, as they gave her food, and Hakan showed up as well, with food, as he talked about apparently whatever was going on, it worked out. He's free to go, it's all great, though apparently Monty has been stealing, so that's a problem. as the only other option was to go and find the others, hopefully see them in the city. And as they made their way there, happened to come across John Luke, who brought up the fact that he, well, it seems like do you know these people? And of course, Hakan gave him a bit of a hard time, but yes, John Luke led them back to the old man's home as the group was reunited. Dusana happy to see her daughter hugging her, and Hakan surprised to see the old man as he called out his name Charles, as there was a bit of surprise, awkwardness, and conversations going on. Old man apparently was a family friend of his father's. Apparently knew his dad for a while ago, and as we later would learn, they worked in the same unit, the Ace of Spades and all that such. His father, I believe, was the King of Hearts. Well known in the military. They're part of the military at the very least. And apparently, Charles learns that Hakan's father's gone for nearly a decade or so, and that doesn't spell a good, happy story. He did offer information to us about a Bogart who could possibly be useful and be the next standing point for this, as well as the fact that showing off his machine, as apparently his teachings of the warrior that he has been trying to instill in John Luke, Hakan just scoffs at, as there was a bit of back and forth, as Hakan talked about his machine was insane, and John Luke determined that it was not, as he showed up how to actually use it with not just your feet, but with your wings. So anyone without wings was probably useless with it. As John Luke had a new renowned hope and decided to try his hand at it. I think a few others try to play around with it. Francesca getting knocked out immediately, and Carmen eyeing it from behind as her mother sternly told her no. Regardless, I believe while that was going on, Dusana and Hakan were in preparing dinner as they talked about the situation, and Dusana offering the same thing as Cameron to go and find the dagger again because it seemed important to Hakan. And Hakan revealed a bit more of Charles to Dusana. The fact that what he's done after his shame of, believing in these rebels and not realizing the cost it would be with the butchering of so many innocent people, that he, left immediately after, tried to save as many people as he could, and he's been paying for the service of others towards their safety, trying to atone possibly, or maybe just to appease his guilt, or maybe he just wishes that he can do something at the very least. Revealing that yes, this shame has kept him here somewhat, but he hasn't just stayed idle this entire time. And I think it ended with them making a wonderful, more sluha leaning dish, as it seemed Charles has a connection with the sluha in that regard, and seemed to be fine with taking a bit of the food from there. As we talked more about Hakan's dad, and Hakan had a moment there, and Charles revealing more information as well about that whole situation. And of course, I believe he revealed the name of the friendly Bogart being Norman, as Dusana would later go to Hakan to an apology for what happened at dinner, as well as some bit of advice and hopefully some encouragement about his feelings and reflections about his father and what it means that his father was part of this military. Did his father kill his family, butchering, or has his dad done as well? Charles left, but his father never did. And what does that mean? And she trying to give some way to deal with that. Regardless, he has a lead, hopefully. Norman. Hopefully someone in the Cinder Hall we can find answers for Hakan's mystery. And hopefully we can also find his dagger as well. I know there was a moment when Carmen tried to sneak out to also play around with, not play, but try her hand at Charles's machine, though she was caught not too long by Charles, as they went for a walk, I believe, to talk about Charles's belief and what it means to be a warrior. As on the way out on the garden there, Charles was attacked by two assassins that he goaded into not looking at Carmen, and a bit of a fight where they went for him and causing damage. So he jumped up just as things got worse to let them hit each other and watch as they squealed away, giving Carmen a bit of a rundown there, explaining that people have been trying to kill him for quite some time. Enemies and all that from his military days, possibly, but it went down from every day to a couple days to months, and these two are the most stubborn. And honestly, it might be best that they pay attention to him instead of going out and killing anyone else. Maybe this will make the world at least a somewhat of a better way, but who knows in the long run. Regardless, they went back as Carmen had to mull it over, I believe. And she did ask if she can learn to move like him, but apparently the only way to do that is to swear an oath of nonviolence. And Carmen wisely said no. And I think that was the last time. Carmen and them on the way to bed as everyone else was sleeping as well.
Um, um, yeah, I guess you're all sort of in the morning going to some breakfast, unwind a bit, as gonna need Carmen to roll me
In the middle of the sorry, you
illusion.
scared me.
Carmen to roll me illusion, and everyone needs to roll me insight.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay.
Wonderful insight.
Holy
Good
shit.
luck, bitches.
Is it based is it based on like a health diagnosis at all, Grunt, or anything like
No.
that, or no? Damn. Okay. Should've-
You gotta, that's 4 successes to beat.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you all just kind of gather. Everything looks fine.
The way he says that has me concerned, but
Of course, I succeed on the thing that doesn't matter, though.
Not sure if there's any conversations you're having at breakfast.
let's see. Do you remember the last thing we talked about fully, really?
I mean, do we have plans on what we're going to do next? I assume we're not staying here forever.
Yeah, that's
Who
a good
knows?
question, actually, because I know we brought up like, hey, we're at least for Dusana and Karma, they were fine with like, let's go try to get your dagger back, but also there's the Cinder Hall as well to go talk to Norman. And we also don't necessarily have a coin or a way to travel, because I know Khan had a crazy plan to try to get his get that stuff.
Of course.
We still need Monty.
Yes. There's that creeper in the background. But yeah, Carmen's gonna actually look at Hakan, if that's all right. So, what exactly is the plan here, Hakan? We can't necessarily just travel along without, well, what we have on our person now.
Well, um, we can do that if what's on our person important enough.
And
What?
what exactly does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Listen,
I feel like I should be.
I think. Listen, just relax for the day and. No, Dusana. I think you need to. I need you to buy some supplies. That's what I need you to do.
I see.
And I
Okay.
feel like you should take Francesca because I never know how safe the city is.
Very well. I don't know if I can inside him because it seems like
Yeah, I
he's
was
trying to
about to
get
say,
out of the
can-
house.
Feel free to roll me insight, I guess. 1 critical.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Maybe. I have 3 dice, I can.
God.
Never mind, I can.
Yeah,
Listen, you
man.
can still reroll.
I don't have I only have
No,
a
you can use a normal reroll.
Yeah.
You have to normal. You can like use 3 dice. Your 3 dice is not like that's not a bad chance.
Oh, okay, you said reroll. Gotcha. Give me 1 second. It's just simple reroll, right? Make sure I'm doing the right one.
Yeah, you can always do normal reroll. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can see it beyond this man's veil. Nope, I can't. I
Nah.
can't. He's a shifty one. She looks a bit suspicious, but she's nodding along. Very well. I can buy some supplies as long as Charles is all right with that.
The old man nods. Sort of leave the room to prepare some coin for you to purchase a couple of supplies.
He's our sugar daddy for now, guys. What specifically? Just supplies for the road, I assume?
I think you have some medical tools to replace. See what you can use from the old man's stuff.
Very well then. I shall make a list, and I'll be on my way. Don't get in too much trouble while I'm gone.
Oh, my toolbox is gone too. If you
See, you can add that to the list as well.
Very well, a
Carmen
toolbox.
smiles.
She feels like a plot is happening, but she doesn't know what it is. But she will nod, basically.
You are so paranoid.
You know, I've grown paranoid because this guy named Gruntlock who makes these noises.
Yeah, let me post an image of Gruntlock at any given time. Where's the fucking ICU?
Is it the
Fucking
record?
it's the scheming eunuch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh god.
As
Well.
Charles will give you some money to buy stuff, and as you take Francesca and Eve, Han sort of turns to you, Carmen. Oh, guess you don't have to do anything for the rest of the day, right?
I guess I don't have to.
Well, wanna do something fun?
Yeah. What did you have in mind?
Well, we get. We need to get Monty back, one. But also, I don't want this thing to repeat itself in the future. So we're gonna get some papers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some actual permits. Very hard to make forgeries, and I don't have the connections here for that. But I know where they would stash the sort of blank documents that would make forgeries quite easy to achieve, even for someone of my caliber. I just need someone to be able to get in and get them.
And that someone's gonna be me, I'm assuming.
Listen. You snuck around the spiders, then I'm sure a military camp is not going to be that much different.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe in
No
you,
difference at all.
While you do that,
Hey, I didn't say I'm not for this.
listen, it's fine. Me and Khalida would provide a very good distraction for you.
Wait, we are?
You're not there, Khalida. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Oh, sorry.
You are not to be trusted with secrets of state yet. You two need to be uncoordinated. Makes it much harder to be manipulated if you both know what's going on.
Okay, so sneak in, grab papers, sneak out.
Exactly.
Seems simple enough.
Keep this a bit of a secret, like your late nights.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are very lucky your mother didn't notice your quite tired eyes.
Well, if you have tired eyes all the time, they're harder to notice what it's worth, Anyway, I'm not confirming or denying. But I might have seen some assassins last night. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, what?
Apparently it's a normal thing.
Oh, the mortal littlings are a thing. Why not? Why not assassins? You know what? Alright, it's alright, this is normal. Silly me. course, it's
Yeah,
normal.
I tried to trip one of them, but they ran past, but Charles stopped me. It's kind of a buzzkill, honestly.
A good.
Would have at least
good-
been funny.
What if they like decided to think it wasn't funny and they turned towards you?
I mean, they didn't the whole time I was standing there, so they could have tried to stab me at any point.
Okay. I'm having second thoughts about it. Listen.
Wait, why?
Well, sometimes you listen. This is not a fun mission. I mean, it kind of is, but you still need to be focused. So, get in, grab the papers, and I need you to. Well, there you'll see once you get to the stables. I'll need you to swap some of Monty's stuff. They will register him as confiscated goods. I need you to swap him to well, Caravan mouse.
Okay. How do I do that?
Well,
Just change something on the paperwork?
you could. There's how good are you with forgeries?
Would that be craft?
Yeah.
I'm decent.
Okay. Well, listen. If you can if you can fake write the report from inside and put their own stamps on it, they might not look too carefully at it. But worst case scenario, you just take the documents that they have on him and just like burn them or something, throw them away. They might also
Okay.
just not want to bother with him if they don't have the proper documentation. People hate bureaucracy.
Right, seems easy enough.
Okay. I'm gonna go off to swindle Kalida, and you follow us through the city, and you sneak in when we make the distraction.
All right, I'm assuming this is a you'll know it when you see it kind of thing.
It's gonna be flashy, very flashy.
Cool. And for the record, I can have fun and take it seriously at the same time.
Well, we'll see after this.
You won't be disappointed.
They'll give you a reassuring pat on the shoulder and walk to find Kalida around the house. As Kalida, you see Hakan approaching you. As considering Dusan and Francesca are out, I was also wondering if you could help me out with some problems.
Sure. Where can I help?
Well, I'm in need of a technician.
Okay. What do you want me to fix?
No. Real question you should be asking me is what do I want broken?
Oh. Oh. Okay. What do you want broken?
Something that would make a loud bang and a lot of noise. Do you think you can craft an explosive?
I mean, I can try if I got some materials. Can try, yes.
Well, we'll have to be a bit more old school about this. No fancy gadgets. But what if I manage to get you some gunpowder? A lot of gunpowder.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Come on, let's go.
She's gonna follow him.
Yeah, two of you leave the house, followed by a third one behind. Yes, flashy ocean.
Quite literal.
You see him, you see that you are walking, in fact, through the city, and eventually, as he buys a couple of knickknacks from the markets, you'll start making your way to what looks like the military encampment, Kalida.
So, what exactly do we want to bomb?
The military,
What?
yes.
Why?
Well, think of it as a funny prank.
But we're gonna get in big trouble if we do that.
If we get
If
caught.
we get caught.
Yeah, see, we're on the same wavelength.
Yes, but they seem pretty high and competent. So I wouldn't be so sure we don't get caught.
While I'm dependent on your skill. I'm not an engineer.
I'll do my best. But that's some big thing.
Yes, well, I'm gonna have to sneak in some of that gunpowder. Then you'll make, well, when I say bomb, have to be a lot of small bombs that will have to trigger a lot of delay. And well,
Okay.
I can't actually listen. I'm not very good with these sorts of. That's why that's why I have you here. And you make those bombs. You give it to me. I'll sneak them in, place them at certain positions, and once the chaos unfolds, we run away and laugh maniacally.
But we won't hurt people, right?
No, no.
Can I inside that?
Yeah.
Oh god. No. No. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm all in.
That's the spirit. Now you just wait over here. I'll be back in about an hour. You will in fact, you see him as he approaches one of the the carts, and just as the cart sort of tumbles underneath it, and then sort of latches onto the thing, and will be pulled into the encampment. And as you wait there, eventually a transport will leave, and you see him do the same routine backwards. As he does have a couple of satchels, as he approaches them, and as he puts them down, says, there's your power source right there.
Amazing. I'm getting what you said.
Now, let's see how good your roll is, because it's going to be one critical, because you are basically building this quickly with no real specialized tools, and a lot of things could go wrong.
So it's
Just
a
casually
craft.
building a bomb in the street.
Yep.
We do love pipe bombs here.
Craft.
Could I use Tinker to move?
I believe. Yeah. Figure it now. As
I would, yes.
yeah, then you use them as you spend some time arrested.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. But...
So, as you spend like another hour and manage to eventually craft a couple of these small explosive devices, as you're pretty sure there's a lot of delay, and you hand them over. He will in fact do it again for a third time, as no, because she used the move and then she automatically succeeded. As yeah, he'll eventually be back as actually probably no, he'll just kind of stay inside. But Carmen, as you're waiting on the outside, well, it happens. There's a loud explosion as smoke rises, and the entire military camp starts to get agitated as 2 more go off.
Oh shit! I think that's my signal.
Yeah. And I'm gonna need that illusion roll.
What's the difficulty here?
Water crit. Now I think you get the free reroll on this one.
I do, yes. Oh my god.
Okay, that's good. You're not gonna get arrested. That's been horrible. Sana coming back. Wait, what? Why are my children being arrested for terrorism? Huh? As, yeah, you take advantage of the guards' like momentary distraction, and with your slim frame manage to slip in quickly and quietly, as you kind of hide behind some of the of boxes and manage to make your way, as you all would have been given a rough layout by Hakan. Apparently, did have a look of the place. As you head towards where you know the customs office would be. And of course, I mean, people are sort of rushing to like sort of extinguish the fires, as you manage to slip into the office. And yeah,
I find paperwork, I guess.
yeah, I'm just looking. Give me a moment to see if this. Yeah, this would be. Give me a dexterity roll. 2 basic. Yeah. So as you quickly manage to pick the lock on a couple of the cabinets, you manage to eventually find some like custom, not custom word.
Like identification pictures or
Customs documents could be a thing, yeah. Customs papers.
It's it's sort of like passes that they would hand out.
visa.
Yeah, that they're not like actually filled in.
Warrants of trade or
Yeah,
something.
they still have. They're still like the paper is like formatted in a certain way. There's certain inscriptions on them, and you can quickly like search around in the office for the proper stamps to like stamp everything, and we'll fill out the details later. It's kind of like a blank check for now, and grab those, as you also manage to locate Monty's confiscation documents and sort of rewrite those, kind of switch them around a bit. You can give me a craft roll. That's also going to be too basic. See if we can quickly turn those confiscation issues into. You can reroll if.
Okay, so I can't do the free reroll, but just a normal reroll.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, so not only do you find the proper permits, that's the word I'm using. That's the word I was looking for. Permits. You also manage to like switch around and modify, add extra notes, and like label Monty as in fact one of their regular Caravan mice. As while you're doing this, there's like 2 more explosions that can be heard. There's more screams and people shouting, running around.
That's fine. That's helping me here.
Yeah, they are in fact exactly timed as you would need them to provide the longest amount of time possible. As eventually you sneak out with all the correct documents, leaving the room in a decent enough condition that nobody was just gonna notice that this happened to them at first glance. As you slip out.
Oh, I can't get Monty out.
How the fuck would you? Like, why is the
I don't
giant
know.
rat?
If you tell me that's just like way out of not possible, then I won't try.
You can. The problem is they're gonna see it and they're gonna be like, wait, someone's stealing one of our mice. Get
Yeah,
them.
fair.
As
This went way too smoothly. I'll take my win.
like, I want problems. Where's my problems?
It's alright, there's still the other group.
As yeah, you'll sneak out and well, shortly after you will see sort of Khalida waiting at one of the street corners not far off from the camp. Not sure if you're gonna approach her or if you're gonna keep quiet about this.
No, I'll approach. Hey, Kalita.
Oh, how you coming?
What you doing standing around here for?
Watching the beautiful sight of it.
The
But-
explosions?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just actually waiting for Hakan to come back.
So you're just standing here staring at the explosions and admiring them from a distance.
Yes, I am.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'm not judging. Not judging.
No, I usually don't get to do that back at home, so
Well,
Well, it sounds
Khalida,
like you need better hobbies.
Khalida, these explosives are nothing too fancy. Sometimes it is a marvel what you can achieve such simple tools of destruction.
oh yes, I agree.
As shortly after, Hakan is also gonna make his way, looking like he's been in a bit of a tumble. So, what are you two doing here? You're not supposed to be out. Ah, don't worry. Let me escort you back to the house.
You're so responsible, Hakan.
Oh yes, you are.
Ah, someone
Sorry.
has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get on the wrong side of a fight with a lighter?
Ah, it's all that smoke. Tends to get to you.
Sure.
As you're gonna all start walking back. Meanwhile, Sana and Francesca just kind of venture out, buying a couple of things.
Yep.
In the market.
Yep.
Are there any conversations you would like before I drop the anvil?
I guess there's a bit of small talk. Because I don't know if Francesca knows about that thing with Hakan, but she'll bring it up to Francesca. I'm not sure if you've been made aware, but apparently Hakan has lost his dagger. Family heirloom. You remember the one?
Just the bandit took it.
Yes. That's the belief anyway. I want you to know that I at the very least think we should try to help him recover it if we can.
So it's a little detour to sneak into a heavily armed bandit camp.
Well, we did this whole thing at the very least to see new sights, didn't we?
Oh, no, I didn't say no. That was the rebuttal I'm on. I actually gives you a thumbs up.
I'll be okay with leaving your possible pupil behind.
Oh, just as looks. That'll be fine. I was. Listen, I thought Charles was a bit of an asshole, but listen, I still think the philosopher's gonna win. Okay, maybe he's not that dumb, but he'll be fine here.
It's an odd philosophy and ideals. It is born of. I can't really say.
I guess those salesmen can fucking fly.
That's also true. Makes things a little easier. We have our bonuses and they have theirs, but I just want to see where your head was at, is all. How have you been, Francesca?
My skin, it feels weird to see so much sunlight.
It is. It's nice, though. We'll see more sights. Overall, get a few things supplies and see what comes next.
Should we just nod along, yeah? Drop the anvil, Grunt.
What would be a good?
Drop the anvil.
What would be a good negotiation?
I think there's a thing for that. Let me see.
Charm, eloquence, like the two ones. Etiquette, maybe. Great. I don't see all of this. Most of more. It depends on what you approached.
Yeah.
My opinion, charm or grace. I think if you like try the nice approach.
If you don't want a nice approach, there's authority as well.
Yes,
I think you can. Yeah, so I'm gonna because you're buying stuff of people. So give me a charm roll, just like one basic, nothing. Actually, no, it'd be too basic because you're a Slua. Never mind.
Oh,
I forgot.
gosh.
I forgot.
The racism modifier.
There's the racism modifier.
We are in La Racisma.
Oh, is it 3 dice? I put 2.
Listen, it's not gonna be an easy negotiation.
Look, I can't be mean to these people. They might get me arrested, so I can't use my other abilities, which is beat the shit out of them.
Give me 1 moment to find Savior. Find the perfect picture.
The anvil. The shoe. He's looking for the cabinet of shoes.
This looks way too sinister, but I'll save it for next time.
And again, Grunt, we fall for sinister really easy here in this house.
You do, but that doesn't fit the vibe. I need something that fits more of the vibe.
Someone warm. The sinister won't be later. That'll be my shoe. That's your shoe.
There we go. Looks loose. My gum. I'm having a aneurysm. This looks nice.
Gotcha.
Give me a moment to find a name.
No problem, Grunt. Well, we can
Very
wait.
particular about.
We will patiently await Red's kryptonite.
Guys,
You can't escape it.
I think I can. How dare
I
you?
don't care who this next person is. I'm shipping you with them.
Will we leave this place?
Yeah, you're clearly having trouble. That's for like people are sort of. They're not. There's not like outwardly racist, but there's like clear tensions. After all, like what was it like a decade ago or so that the Great Slaughter happened here? Like it's not the easiest of times, but as you're sort of trying to negotiate, getting frustrated with one particular merchant. there is a woman that sort of approaches him and speaks into the fairy language with him, while she is obviously not a fairy.
Mm.
As she sort of finishes the negotiation for you and kind of hands you the toolkit, supplies you needed.
Thank you. It's appreciated, stranger.
No worries, I can see when people have trouble with these folk.
Yes, it doesn't seem to be well, first time visitors here, so there's a lot of rules we have to get used to. May I ask the name of my savior then?
My name is Aisha. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure to meet you as well. I'm not too sure how much I can repay you in kind.
Corey, no payment is necessary. I was merely helping out fellow brethren.
Ah, you're far from home as well then?
I am, which is why I understand the difficulties of navigating the realm. Been here a while.
Well, you seem to speak their language pretty well. You must have been here for quite some time.
Almost a decade.
That is a long time. There's a bit of concern on Jusana's face, but she doesn't say anything. She's thinking like she's been here since almost as long as though, because the war ended like how many years ago, right? It was like 5 years ago only.
7
5,
years,
6,
I believe.
7 years.
If I look at my timelines,
Yeah,
I do
so.
need an actual live wiki for this fucking game. Yes, so 7 years ago, 6 years ago, it ended. And yeah, the rebellion that happened here was about 10 years.
Yeah,
So
she's
yeah,
not gonna try to pry too
She's
much
been
into
here
her-
even before the war was over.
Yeah, she's not gonna pry. It's a bit more not concerned for them, but concerned for her is what the look that Jusana flashed for a second before. Not trying to pry too much in her business. Well, at the very least, we won't be here for long. But it's nice seeing someone else. A familiar
Staying
face.
somewhere in the city.
Yes, but not for long. We plan to leave soon. Another day or two.
She smiles and nods.
Thank you for your help again. See you later.
As well, Francesca, where are you? Well, this whole conversation. Where would you be, like, in relation to the two of them?
Probably. No, probably. I'm not. I think. Probably just posing in the corner. No, probably like leaning against the wall, the doorway. Probably I assume it's like, or against the nearby wall, depending if it's a market stall or like a shop.
As she like looks in your direction, there's a bit of a smirk as she sort of kind of makes like a sign, a hand gesture. It's a very familiar hand gesture to you,
Oh no! Oh fucking no!
as this is one of the signs they would teach you
Yeah.
when you would have to approach another fellow agent in the field.
You're thinking, what the fuck are you doing here, bitch? Oh, for fuck's sake! Internally thinking that.
He's like, I'm off the clock. Come on.
But yeah. You move in, yeah.
You approached him. Oh, I'll be damned. I recognized you somewhere.
Bitch, didn't expect to see anyone else up here.
She sort of chuckles a bit. Don't remember me, do you? As I'm gonna need a memory recall from your earliest of childhoods, Francesca, and I think this
Yeah.
would be
Mhm. Yeah, she ran away pretty young, so she doesn't remember.
Yeah, an investigation sort of. Your
Sure, that-
brain power.
I'll use my head.
That's only like
Uh,
too basic.
So critical, gotcha. Because I only have 3 die.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still succeed if I roll a critical. Just
Like one basic is still gonna give you a hint of who the fuck this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, Snake Eyes.
she like don't really like remember her necessarily. It's
Oh yeah, Francesca's for now kind of holding back. She doesn't want to. She doesn't know if she knows that she ran away. She doesn't know who the fuck this is. She doesn't know if this is like a random assassin or whatnot.
there's a very like you. This is a familiar face, but one that
Ooh, that's good. That's not good. The fact that she recognized Francesca's fucking by face, not just by the weapon, that's not a good sign.
well, I guess you wouldn't remember little old me. I guess we're both grown up, but now.
Quite a few years back.
Just got we. I remember you back from the training days. Ben. I heard you
know.
disappeared so suddenly.
Then this and that.
Is that what you call running away? This and that?
She can just fucking try to maintain a polite look. She doesn't want to fucking frown in public. Yes, this and that. Want to catch up?
I'm not exactly sure. Been out here for a while, so
Do you want a job?
I am, but question is, what are you doing here? What's a deserter be looking out here?
She said, "Facts, man. I know this and that. Working a spell list. Still putting that sword onto good use. Utilizing that frontier openings. I just want to enjoy the sun a bit. That's not how it was with the army. It was 10 years back.
She sort of looks. You might want to leave this place soon.
Luckily, I was already planning to do that. I appreciate the warning.
Good.
By the way, can I inside her immediately?
On what?
When she said Lee, actually, actually, I'm not. Actually, I can't incite that because I made Francesca to burn it because like, was this like a?
What are you trying to incite though?
Basically, the thing's the problem. I don't think I can because I don't know if I can tell you. But basically, like, will she fucking approach me again later, or her buddies? Once I leave this place, or is this like a genuine thing that she wants me to get out, or because she like promised me fond you or something?
I don't think this was the funness. I think this was the threat.
Yeah. Okay.
This
Good.
was,
Okay. Gotcha.
Get the fuck out, or I will like something bad will happen here.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. In that case, yeah, Francesco just not. Don't worry, I won't get in your way. At least we're gonna leave today, probably.
She nods. And we'll turn around and take her leave.
Like Francesco's fucking size, for fuck's sake. Why the fuck are they here? Why are you here, bitch?
Very good point.
Out of all the fucking places.
Yeah, I'm retconning that bullshit with skin is like molten bronze. Go fuck off.
Okay, you retcon that. Okay,
It's like
gotcha.
what kind of an assassin is gonna be that?
Well, because they're cultists, actually, kind of. That's kind of
Like
weird.
no, see that I'm more than fine with the priests, like people who are in
Yeah.
the desert, fucking hyped up on drugs and spider juice to be like that.
Okay, gotcha.
But the
Yeah,
assassins
gotcha.
they send out, that can't be like a permanent effect, because like that's gonna the guards are gonna be
Yeah.
like, huh, look at that
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
Jim. Look at that one. They would never be able
Yeah.
to get anywhere.
But you still keeping the contract and whatnot, yeah.
Yes, I'm just
Yeah, just
removing the
just the
obvious like
glowing skin,
fucking
yeah.
molten skin. That there's no way to even hide that.
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
it's kind
my
of dumb.
life.
Dude.
Why do people have a thing where they want to make the assassins so fucking obvious?
Because you gotta separate the evil matters from the fucking good coolness factor, marketability.
What you
Grant.
mean having a uniform for an
Market-
assassin?
marketability.
It sounds kind of suboptimal.
It's the assassin's guild. You gotta, it's like it's kind of like the thieves guild armor.
The
Where, you
dark
go,
brotherhood.
where the guard comments on you.
I also,
recognize
I'll be
this.
honest, I also think like that's a very like it's a very colorful language, because the actual picture of the Magi in the book like just looks like a normal fucking slow. But I think that's very colorful language. But yeah, so yeah, one of the actual Magi are in the city, which is bad news because they're assassins.
Yeah. This is suboptimal. This is most suboptimal.
Yeah, why
First-
don't you give me like an illusion if you want to keep this hidden from Dusana?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Dusana can give me an insight.
Yeah.
Is it
Goddamn, it's tight.
hide? Yeah, I'll say this. Francesca looks a bit like off, but I'm not really sure what's wrong with her.
Is everything all right, Francesca? You look like you saw a ghost.
Oh no. It's fine. No worries. It's nothing much. I think we're good to go, right?
Very well. I don't think you saw, but I met another slew out here. She helped me out. with the
Oh,
situation.
really? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She called herself Asher. Apparently, she's been here for quite some time. I don't
quite
know.
some time. this time,
At least that's what her words were. She knew the language, or at least was able to speak with them.
Oh, what a coincidence. Well, anyway, let's collect the others and say our goodbyes to Charles and Blanc. Let's head out. Let's utilize that sweet daylight before it gets to night. Let's not abuse good old Charles' hospitality for much longer.
Yeah, Dusana just looks at Francesca because a couple of words she said was a little odd, but she just nods, seeing that she is, I assume, just wants to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She can feel something's off, but like I said, she doesn't know what, but she decides just to go along with it for now.
Eventually, you'll return back to the house as the others haven't come back yet. But I mean, Charles is there if you want to talk with him.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mac, if you want to do
Oh,
something.
sorry. I
first.
just want to go talk to Blanc, but say goodbye. Yes, Francesca's will expedite us leaving, in case we're gonna stay here. So she's gonna say goodbye for now.
Yeah, leaving will be such an easy thing to do.
Listen, Francesca does not know she's in the GCU game.
Do you wanna,
Francesca doesn't know.
if you're gonna ask if you want to find Blanc, he is in the courtyard training with the
Beat up.
machine. As Charles is watching from the window, mostly. You like
Don't worry, Mac. I'll distract her when I go talk to him.
think you can distract him. That's funny. As
Motherfuckers are Furian Knight.
I mean, yeah, Dusan, I mean, you can approach Charles as you and Francesca walk into the backyard.
I'm not sure which one's first, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the initiative order.
Dusana, you see, he like the window is open, like you can hear the cranking of the machine as Blanc is training, and Charles is clearly giving instructions every now and then.
Shouting from his window like an old man.
Well, like the window is literally they're like a couple of meters. He's just not out in the sunlight.
I gotcha.
Can't
Seems,
be a brooding old man if you like stand out.
Gotcha. He needs that edge. But Dusan will probably take a breath before approaching. It seems there's no rest even for you then. I also want to ask Runt.
Hmm.
Is it possible for Dusana to notice if he has any wounds or anything from last night, or he already took care of that, I assume?
They're covered up.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure to ask before I forget. Cause you don't even allow yourself some rest either, I assume.
Had plenty of sleep.
True. At the very least, you don't do much here, outside of everything else you've done. Do you? I wanted to say thank you. Regardless of how we began our interactions, you gave us a kindness, and it is appreciated.
I merely did what was necessary.
There are many things that could have been necessary, but you chose the kindest one. And I don't know everything about your past, Charles, at the very least, and I can't, it's not my place to pass judgment on them for you. But you're a kind man, and you should be kinder to yourself.
It is a noble sentiment, but one that is not deserved.
Well, it is your life to live. At the very least, I'm not too sure how long we have between Hakan's mischief, and I've noticed that the girls are still not here either. But if everything goes well, we may be leaving today or tomorrow. I will try to leave you some leftovers of our Sluhoff cuisine, if you're alright with that.
I will be quite appreciated. Thank you.
Very well. And she would probably say goodbye from that.
Meanwhile, the courtyard, as you see LeBlanc just sort of trying to use his new 3D mobility to cover for his weak spots as he finishes training routine, as he gets slapped again, sort of like backs away from the device.
I bring a cup of water.
Yeah.
And see if I can get them. Ain't this?
Like nods and thanks you for it.
It's good to stay hydrated during training.
It's a bit weird, but it flows rather naturally. I think eventually I'll get the hang of it.
It was designed for flying defense, so it makes sense why dancing around on foot wouldn't work. I see. By the way, how long was he surviving? Even better.
Probably like this time around like 2 minutes.
Oh damn, yeah. He's already surviving a few minutes.
Yeah. Apparently he will only say that I fine once I make it through an hour.
Just fucking sucking. Grumpy old drill sergeants never change, no matter where you are. I wonder if Barkers or Sprites also have the same kind of grumpy old men.
He chuckles and says, I think he's right though. have to tire out your opponent. Competent fighter can go for quite a long time, so
That's
think-
true.
an hour is the upper limit of anyone. Yeah, no, Francesca. Literally, the tactic is I will dodge until you like exhaust
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
and then I can keep dodging. This is the Captain America meme.
This is the captain.
You look like you have a troubled mind.
Nah, it's nothing. It's just I want to say goodbye. That's all. We're preparing. I need to leave out.
Living today.
Yeah. I mean, well, besides the fact I have a feeling that Hakan and the girls got up to some mischief that might necessitate evacuating. Something minor that come up. Say goodbye. That's all. Listen, maybe one day I can come back and check your reflexes. There's obviously direct fights, but how about dodging a sneak attack?
He like thought and smiles. I would greatly appreciate your mentorship. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think for now, listen, 2 minutes is I say impressive with this death and murder machine, but so far away from an hour.
Right, so probably gonna take
You're
a
good.
while.
You're a good kid, Blanc. No matter how weird your philosophy is, maybe the world needs more good people like you.
I'll smile, nod, and say, I think the world needs more good people in general, not just.
It certainly does. It certainly does.
As
Well,
you
I think,
hear,
yeah,
like,
Oh.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No. Let's do what Cedric. I think you get back to it before the old man will come out and with his cane.
And you glance at the window. Charles is like glaring at you.
I think you'll use the cane against me. I'll not interrupt you further, Blanc.
Smile and nod as he picks up the training again. As you walk back inside, you hear the front door opening and closing. As you walk into the house, and Hakan notices the stuff in the hallway. He's like, well, you two go to them. I'll have to go and wash. As he just darts into the fucking side room.
Your Kusan is that Khan? Where is he?
As you walk,
Okay,
He's fine. You asleep in the sun. It's fine.
as you walk into the hallway, you just see Khalida and Carmen.
Oh, there you two are. She's gonna look them both over discreetly, of course, but still.
They look
Hello.
fine.
We just went out for a little stroll.
No, what? No,
Yeah.
never mind. Tusana, give me an investigation roll.
Is this simple investigation roll, Grunt?
No, it's a crit based.
1 crit? Okay. So can I add anything here? Can I add another field? But no, I don't think another field makes sense. Okay, can I roll?
Oh shit! I didn't give the papers to Con.
I assume you gave them to him.
Okay.
God
This is
damn
for
it,
something
son of
else.
one.
Got them snake eye.
God damn it.
Listen, you just want to trust your daughter. It's
You
fine.
rolled so many
Understand?
snake eyes this session.
There's nothing wrong with them. Seem
My
completely
precious
fine.
angels. They would never
Your
lie to
little
me.
girls, yeah. Francesca, like, see, Dusan, I worried about nothing.
You're right. So right, Francesca. You're so right. As says it seems Francesca wishes to leave immediately. I'm not too sure if Hakan has made any headway on that part.
I don't know. You'd have to ask him, but I think we should be ready to go.
Have you seen him at all?
Yeah, he went
Oh.
to
Oh, go ahead.
somewhere. It just gestures off in a general direction.
I assume he finagled with Robbie Monty by now. I don't think he wants to abandon this fat mouse.
We gotta stop calling him fat. It's gonna get to his head, you know.
He's just big.
A big strong mouse. How about that?
There you go.
That's like a.
Well, as long as you two are taking care of Creeper properly, it should be fine. Oh, almost forgot. Here you go, Carmen.
Hmm?
Your tool bag, you said?
Ooh, thanks.
The good news is that I met another Slua who helped me out with getting it. She's
Really?
been here for quite a while. Yes, but she was kind. Familiar face.
It's good. I didn't notice many here.
Which is why she stood out to me. Sadly, we probably won't see her before we take our leave, but small world, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
There's many adventurers and travelers out there, and it just walks to the kitchen and fuck this conversation.
Yeah, Hakan.
Pops open a bottle of alcohol.
By the sounds coming from the bathroom, he looks like he's washing.
That's fine. Like,
As-
if we have
Getting
time.
gunpowder off of himself.
Yeah, there's a lot of gunpowder, smoke, dust. There's a lot. Like you could have. You managed to hide the traces of ink on your fingers, and Kalida managed to like dust off the grime of the gear, but he was in a much rougher shape. Eventually, he'll come out looking prime and proper as he sort of like drying his hair. Oh, how is everyone?
Doing
Ready to
well?
go? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
Ready to go, Capitano? Is Monty already free? Or?
Should be like 1 or 2 more days. We'll be able to get our stuff and just waltz out of here.
Oh, that's good then. Are we going to plan out a route for what's it called, the waxy, right? The waxy wall.
The Waxy Swale.
Swell. Jeez, thank you. I can never say that word right. Make our way to the waxy swell as she kind of gives Hakan a look.
I mean, I don't think we need to endanger ourselves like that.
Well, they seem to have taken something very important. I don't see why we shouldn't at least try.
What if I said I had an increased interest in mushrooms?
Unlike your mother, I can tell when you're lying to my face.
Okay, well, I didn't try that hard this time.
Hey!
Listen, if it's we can take a small detour. We'll see if there's. Listen, who knows how far those bandits could have gotten. The military is not gonna catch them. How are we gonna be able to do it?
Sadly, they can fly. So
Well, just take a small peek, and then if you feel like it's not worth the effort in that regard, then we can hold off.
Still not. Yeah, listen. At least enjoy your days of relaxation until we're back on the road, and you'll be missing the comfort of these beds.
If we're just concerned, like, fuck. All right then.
It's Francesca's making faces in the background.
No, she's smiling. She's like smiling. Yeah, she's like smiling. I mean, if you grunt
Not lie twitch.
screaming inside.
You can give me another illusion check if you want to try to keep this.
Yeah, I mean, she will speak to Hakan later alone, but for now she's smiling and fucking joking along.
The illusion will be using your society skill this time. So,
Understood. Yeah, crit or I was just contest. No mind, there's no difficulty here. I'll just roll.
actually, why am I making you roll illusion? That's stupid.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I can reroll eloquence if you want.
I was gonna say this would definitely have been eloquence.
I mean, illusion can be used in some examples if you like. Just
no, eloquence. But it's fine. You roll like one basic. Everyone can give me a insight, but with society.
Okay, insight with society selected. Your lord.
One snake eye. All right, here we go.
I think I got one basic, I think.
I
Yeah.
did see that. Let me reroll. Let me reroll because
No,
the Sonic got me.
Dusana got it. So yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Not sure if yeah. So Dusana again, Francesca again seems quite off.
Whittling with her fingers, maybe in her fucking pockets. I think she's leaning against the wall.
Yeah, she takes none of that. She'll be talking to you about this later. Be prepared for this scene.
As Hakan looks at Carmen and you, Khalida, says, well, listen. This cool machine outside that, listen, it's a rare thing. I have only a few, like a day or two to look at it and inspect it.
Yeah, I could take a closer look at it.
I mean, if
Yes,
you
I
want
might
to.
even try it.
If you want to. I'm just saying it's a rare opportunity, and there's, as far as I know, one of its kind.
What do you think,
Definitely
Kalita?
would be worth a look. Yes, absolutely.
Don't try to play with it. Just looking. Just looking.
No, only to
No,
study and learn.
exactly. What she said.
Dusana smile. It frowns, but she's distracted. You're fine now. For now.
Do the two of you get up to and watch the machine and Blanc training?
Yes.
Mhm.
That is clear.
As soon as the two of them leave the room, kind of looks straight at you, Francesca, and is like, okay, what's the problem?
You've been
That
acting
obvious?
all day.
I mean, I say we're gonna stay for another day or two and look like you're about to throw up, so yes.
Ghosts from the past, rearing their ugly heads.
Sorry, do I look
Listen,
like a
sorry.
poet? What's wrong again?
Mm. Francesca, you can tell him, I assume, if you think it's what it is.
Yeah. That was not just a nice. Let's just say Dusana was not such a nice Sluha.
That was obvious.
Ah,
I think Dusana knows.
Yeah,
isn't she?
it depends if she's educated. If she like, I mean, if you're
She
educated,
is. Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you
you
would
might
know.
then you might be able to try and yeah. I mean, now she's hiding her cockpit, even though it's a bit too late for that. But maybe to like as a cover. Oh, by the way, Santa might have also noticed, which might have gave it away, that Francesca did start to hide her cock patch behind her cloak.
Yeah, and Dusana's from the desert and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
so, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is a further point to Francesca behaving weird. So yeah,
It's like, God fucking damn it.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing here in the campaign. And then they, unfortunately, no, this one's pretty nice. She gave me a nice, warm warning to fuck off.
Well, now, I don't want to sound arrogant, but with Charles here, I'm not really afraid of a couple of assassins.
No, I'll
Is that a good idea to be so confident? They say anything else, Francesca? Any warnings?
look at that con. Most of us don't run at people. I mean, Charles can probably beat most assassins in a one-on-one fight easily. Maybe even two of them or three. With his skill set. But unfortunately, he's also a pacifist.
Okay. That aside, my point is that as long as we're here, I don't think we're any harm. The reason we need to stay a day or two is because I need to get Monty out. That will require some careful paperwork. That will need time.
Sorry for mixing up with this. I can't. Fuck, I didn't expect. No,
I
No,
doubt you brought them here, so
no, I kind of wonder if this whole shindig was to get away from them.
last thing we need is a assassination in town.
Well, I mean, it's going to happen eventually. The question is when, and the question is how to sue. Anyway, all right, I'll stay here, I suppose.
Should we warn? I assume Charles has been made aware, but should we let him know just in case?
Charles will be fine. I mean, we can ask him, we can tell him, but
Yeah, I'll let you do that. I have a lot of work.
yeah, it's because the way he moves now, I don't think SS can ambush him. Maybe some of our masters back him, but
I think we should inform Charles anyway.
yeah.
Peace of mind and all that. And yes, Khan, let us know if you need any help with anything.
I'm good. As he'll grab his things and he'll head into Charles's study office and lock the door behind him. Yeah, outside, Carmen, Kalida, you again watch as Jean just dodges the apparatus and moves in a very precise yet unconventional way before getting smacked again. Like, takes a deep breath and Charles says, "Take a break. You are clearly tired and underperforming." Survived for about a minute and a half.
I don't know. That looked pretty good to me.
That's because you are a terrible fighter.
Wow,
Ouch.
those are strong words for someone who's never seen me fight.
If you think that was fine, then I don't need to see you fight.
That is so rude.
I'm not your mother to have to comfort you.
Yeah. She looks at Cleta. This old man's kind of annoying.
Maybe, yes.
Well, this old man doesn't want you in the courtyard, so you can feel free to be anywhere else other than this old man.
Wait. You're gonna kick me out? Really?
No, I'm
Just-
saying that you don't need to stand in the courtyard while I'm here. It's a big house. If my presence annoys you, little one, you can, in fact, go somewhere else. This man's hearing
You
is
know what?
impeccable.
Fine. I will go somewhere else. I don't need to prove that I know how to fight to you. You're freaking pacifist.
Imagine being deemed not a good fighter by an actual pacifist.
Carmen just flips him off as she walks out.
Francesca comedically walks into the courtyard, though, looking for a.
Yeah, I mean, we see Sana and Francesca do see that exchange as Carmen flips Charles off and like walks away.
Yeah, Francesca
I'll leave.
just
Francesca turns, just like, I'm gonna check on that. You, you'll let
Charles.
him know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie just walks up to Charles. Youngsters, no respect for their elders.
They never had.
Part of growing up. In a case enough pleasant talk.
Jean is 16. I don't think that growing up part is a problem.
My kid's better than yours.
That's a topic for the Sonnet. That's a problem for the Sonnet to deal with, and maybe you should tell the Sonnet that. But enough the idle chatter. I want to tell you something. For I'm sure you're educated. You know what this thing is? I reel the cloak to sort of fucking a cockpit.
Yes.
One of my old, I met an old colleague, so to speak.
He looks completely unfazed at that.
Me and the others thought it was polite to inform you.
I appreciate it. I know about their presence for some time now.
As he looks. Oh, please don't tell me they're going for you.
They've been trying to kill me for a long time.
And Francesca just fucking goes, for fuck's sake, of course it must be him. For fuck's sake.
Many of the Magi have gone after members of the House of Cards for as long as the House of Cards was a thing.
Yeah, but it's a big fucking price to claim. Oh, sure fucking known, but yeah, I'll be bunkering down in your house a bit for 2 days while Hakan does the paperwork.
That is fine. I always let them try and attack me the streets, so
You know, I respect your philosophy, but well, that's good at least, maybe. But I respect your philosophy, but in this moment, I wish you were not a defensive duelist.
I've been surviving their assassination attempts for years now.
Oh, no, I'm not worried about you, and unlike Carmen, I know Tato a good fighter, and I have no doubt that unless it's maybe several masters approaching you, most common assassins will have no shot. That's more about myself and the others. One of them tries to sneak in the house and whatnot.
One of the few things I remember from the war is that when you think your own people would turn against you.
Desert. And she kind of does stand just against deserters, maybe. Let's say I'm not too popular back at base camp. And I was told off by one of them to, also say, put this politely, piss off. So, see, that's another hand, Chester. Again.
Nods. Let's just say I don't think they will attack you. At that. If you want, I will give them more opportunities. I believe they deserve extra chances then.
Thank you for your kindness, Charles. Actually, I think you'll be fine. I think, but so this is a dancing of measures, even if at your skill level, still not something safe. You know, lucky blows and all that, especially poisons.
You would be correct.
Maybe
True
one day I'll
fighter
find-
must account for luck as well.
One day I will repay you somehow for this.
Everyone else safe and consider that payment enough.
Just go nod as he heads back. What fucking cosmic bullshit is this? Not only have I found a Medjay, but I'm living in the Medjay target's house.
Listen, the target doesn't seem alarmed, and they've been trying apparently for years. So
That's true. That's true. Francesca looked at his fucking him hovering above the floor. She's not scared about the target. Unlike Carmen, she knows a legendary fighter when she sees one.
well, it's a good thing now that they have extra people to focus on.
Yeah, she'll
Charles
after
is
the
like,
sauna.
surely the Magi will not like go after children. Meanwhile, you're like,
me and Francesca.
Charles left. Unfortunately, Charles has left the war with a bit of
Yeah.
mindset of. See,
PTSD
Charles is an
template.
honorable individual, and he believes, hey, listen, Slua would never just butcher their own kind for like literally no gain.
Lol, Lamau. Me and Francesca at base camp. I'm fucking.
But yeah, Tusana, you go after Carmen.
Yeah. She's just like, hey, Carmen, what? Tries to like get it to pause for a minute. What's going on?
Nothing's going on. Just
You can tell
I'm
me.
just annoyed.
That's pretty obvious. I know things haven't been that great in the last few days.
Yeah,
Wanna
I
talk
guess
about it?
so, but it's just it's not even that that's bothering me. It's Charles, whatever his name is. I thought he was cool, but then he did all of this like pacifist shit, and it I don't know.
It is
What
an odd
good
thing.
is knowing how to do something if you're not going to use it?
Well,
Makes him think that he's better than everyone else, that he's better than us because we, I don't know, actually fight for shit.
that's one way of looking at it. But it also could be that in knowing how to do something so well means that you can prevent it from happening. It seems to be what Charles's attention says. And I know he's a grumpy old spider, at the very least, but his ways are built from his own past. And it doesn't come from a place of superiority or hate or annoyance. But I know it's hard, especially without understanding. And I will say that there's a dream that Charles has, and he wants it to see it come true more than anything else, I believe. And I think for him, John Luke is that. He seems to not see himself as this idealized warrior. And knowing something, Charles, well, he saw the worst of things in people. And that can have an effect on someone.
I mean, boo-hoo, I've seen shit too, and I don't know,
Yes,
I don't make it other people's problem.
you have it because you are a strong girl, Carmen. Stronger than anyone gives you credit for. Just kind of bumps her head against yours a little bit in affection. But not everyone else deals with the same situation exactly. People are facets and go through things differently. For John Luke, he lost his parents and he has dealt with that in his own way. And for Charles, well, the war shattered more than just. It shattered a lot of things. I know you don't really remember much of it. You're so young. But it took its toll. And you're not wrong. Charles's grumpy attitude doesn't mean he has the right to treat you a certain way. But just understand that, and don't worry, we're not going to be here long. And while he may be a grumpy old man by exterior, he does have his good points. His kindness shows in other ways, like showing a young boy who's obviously going through grief by giving him something to cling on to, giving us a whole place to stay when he didn't have to, even when we rummaged through his things and he didn't take kindly to that, even when we learned all his secrets. You know, we were back home. Anyone else would have been very much not okay with that.
Yeah.
His kindness is smaller. Just don't let it get to you, if you can help it. And if you feel like screaming into a pillow, just come hang out with me.
Why do you have to be so well-adjusted about it? Why can't I be angry and upset for a little bit?
Well, you can. You can definitely be angry and upset, but it's because I love you so much, and you're the best dog in the whole world. And she kind of just like does that thing where she kisses you in places.
Carbon will hug her mom, though.
Yeah, she hugs it back. Now, I haven't seen you. You've been running around all day, sneaking about with Hakan. I can tell something's going on, but how about hanging out with your
Not
old lady?
sneaking.
Of course not sneaking. And Kalita's not drooling over John Luke's everything over there. Of course.
Okay, well, that's a separate issue.
How about you help me cook dinner? It's been so long since we actually been able to make a meal together.
Fine. Yeah, I can help.
You see Francesca in the kitchen grabbing up a glass of wine.
You see, if this was Liam, he would have like already set the house on fire. No, more evil children. What the fuck?
What do you?
Oh, in the future, children will be listening to me, Red, and Tamara, and
Don't you
Zaz
ruin
also.
this beautiful mother and daughter moment, you bastards!
Both
Don't
can
you ruin
exist at the
this.
same time.
Yes.
As yeah, well, I guess you'll go and prep dinner. I'm not sure, Khalid, are you doing anything, or just gonna continue staring at this very training?
She would try. She would ask him if she would can try, or if he can show her some tricks or anything.
Gonna ask that as you hear Charles from behind you saying, "You think this is a party trick? Some sort
No.
of circus show?"
No, but I may be able to use it in real life. When we're wandering through cities and lands, it might be useful.
What do you want to learn how to fight?
I want to learn to defend myself if I ever get into trouble.
He sort of takes a couple of steps towards you as he indicates for him. Don't need the machine. I can train with you. Let's see how well you do in your first training fight. As he draws his blade and sort of like points it in your direction. What do you do?
Is there any-
Kalida?
Is there anything I could use as a sword? What kind of sword?
I mean, there's like
Maybe a trading pin or
like
something.
there's a stick around.
Wait, I'll take the stick.
Yeah, I mean you grab the stick. You
I'm just trying to get on the defense. I'm not gonna go too offensive.
right now you're just gonna sort of has it pointed at you.
Oh. And then she would try to poke him with the stick.
Yeah. You can give me a fight roll.
Oh god.
Does she even have to roll?
Maybe she should have gotten a crit. Okay. As you sort of swing the thing at him, he just kind of taps it with his blade away. Already failed. Puts the blade away.
So where did I fail?
The moment you attacked.
So I was just supposed to stand there and wait for you to attack?
Yes. No, in fact, if it was possible, you should have run away.
Or wasn't this whole thing about how I can defend myself if
Yes.
I'm...
How fast can you run? You have no
I'm
wings,
pretty
so you cannot fly. So let's see how fast you can run.
I can run pretty fast, usually.
He points to the other end of the courtyard and pulls out like a pocket watch. Let's see.
Okay.
Just
Just give...
give me an athletics roll.
Oh, even worse. Oh god.
See how many successes you get with dice.
You know, I did not had a single success this session. I hate myself.
You rush, you try and like be your best. He like looks at you with the most unimpressed face you've ever seen in your life. 30 seconds. That should have taken you No more than 10.
Oh, what? I guess I'm just out
You're
of
very
training.
slow. You're clearly not competent at fighting. You're not competent at running. So what do you do?
I don't not get in trouble. I don't know.
Ah, not totally hopeless. Best fighter is one that knows how to never get into a fight.
So that's it.
Quite so.
Great. But what if I get caught? I just try to run and
That
fight
means
my
you've already
way.
failed at the first step.
Got it.
If you get caught, the goal is to survive, not to win. Winning fights, fools. Surviving fights is for the wise.
Noted.
Looks back at Jean. Start training again.
He just gonna look at Charles and just ask. So he just trains every day,
Yes,
all day,
yes.
but are you supposed to take breaks and
He does take
recover?
breaks.
Okay.
Do you think if you're being in a fight, you can take breaks?
No.
Do you think your enemies will care that you are tired?
No.
Trains endurance as well. Leave him be. As for you, you also can never take breaks. For you, that means never make stupid decisions that would get you into trouble.
Yes. Yes.
Sharp mind will carry you much longer, much better than a sharp sword and or a strong arm.
I guess I'll train my mind then.
Like nods and says, "You should value and hone those skills. Do not undersell them. There's a reason why, even though this household has been involved in many conflicts along its tumultuous spirits, who do you think out of all nations has come out the best?" The one that fought the least. That should say something. You should learn from your own people.
Yes. Yes. I guess I should. Thank you. She's just gonna smile and nod. And Hedge back inside.
It smells like slow cope around here. Yeah, as you head back inside, you'll see the rest of them sort of in the kitchen prepping more or less dinner.
Ah, Kalita, welcome. You wanna help out?
Sure. What are we having today?
Yeah, it's an old dish. It might not be exactly to your taste, but I'll try to make one that doesn't have as many spices for you and John Look.
Oh, thank you. I would be glad.
Listen, she gotta learn. Listen, it'll make her more resistant against poison.
Well,
But we don't have to start with extreme spice.
Don't worry, I'll put less ghost peppers in yours and John Look's. Don't I promise. We'll start you off
Blandest
small.
shit you've ever eaten.
Come on, they don't even have real spice here, Tasana. It's nothing. Listen, I was not a sheep, but it's even I was able to get some more kick from the
Listen,
broth.
They'll get a small bowl of not too many spices for them, and for us will be the regular. Okay? There's just enough food for that. You'll get your dish, Francesca. Don't you worry.
Yeah, Francesca continues to prepare dinner by wine tasting.
It's important.
It tests for poison.
Can I try and sneak an extra ghost pepper into Charles's meal?
Yes. You can.
This crazy fucker is just gonna be like, this one's exquisite.
Good one. Good, Tasana. Could have done a bit more.
I mean, Charles did seem to enjoy the slow dishes, so. So let's
Yeah,
smuggle
but I want to
food
make
he's
it
had.
like, spicy.
Yeah, like Susana, you see Carmen sort of putting extra ghost peppers in.
I want to say I want to roll insight, but I've been failing those insights against my child this entire
I feel
time.
like she's been pouty the entire time we've been cooking.
You know what? I'll let her have this one. Sometimes an extra kick is what you need for the dish. She's still gonna plan to make a bland one for the other two, so they don't burn themselves.
Yeah, eventually you get ready for dinner as everyone sort of sits down and yeah, Charles will taste the dish and brings me back a bit. Thank you. As he looks at you, Dusana.
Yes, I
Harvey
had some
dies a
help.
little inside.
Francesca just laughs. just giggles.
Dude, son of it, just fully doesn't even realize her daughter was doing it to be mean.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
I had
Francesca,
some
me
help. Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry, no, you continue first.
She says, I had some help in the kitchen this time around. She kind of bumps into Carmen a little bit.
Carmen gives a very tense smile.
Just go look to Carmen. Listen, I can help you if you want to help with poisoning people.
Can I elbow Francesca?
Hey, let's
Francesca, can we hear this?
I did have a drinking contest once. But he wouldn't come out and say it, but me and this Slua wanted to see who would last longest drinking that special brand of alcohol. Haven't
Oh, really? You can take that. Oh, you can take that, huh?
No, he did win that one. Pass out. But it was a good run.
Listen. I look to Carmen. Listen, they're still at 4.
No, Francesca, you don't. You've, no. I'm not gonna be, healing you guys for poisoning of this. You're not gonna use that.
We don't have that here, Sarah. Don't worry, Dustana, we don't have that here, unfortunately. I drink.
Okay.
My last.
Back, you lying to me because I know you made a point to snatch it on your way out.
Snatch what again?
I thought you were talking about the Poison X or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name exactly.
Oh no, she had one flask of free X. It's probably gone by now. Yeah, she was just
okay.
Unfortunately, I do not have an infinite bag of holding. My flask is empty. Don't you worry, Dustana. You're safe.
Good to know.
Charles looks a bit. I may have some. If you wish to. Only a small amount. My old body, I don't think can handle getting drunk on this stuff.
I indebted myself to you more and more, Charles.
I'm
Listen,
sorry, Red. You made him nostalgic now. What the fuck?
Sana, listen. First of all, I'm a big girl. Look at me, I'm a tough girl.
Mm-hmm.
I can handle battles of that stuff. Second, listen, we're here on the upper floors. There's not going to be that many more opportunities to get that.
Khan is cackling to himself. He's trying to hold it. Like he's laughing at you, Francesca.
Fine. Fine, Francesca. You're a grown woman with your own bodily needs. I shall make sure if any of you pass out,
My liver
bring you
cries out
back to
for
life.
it.
Khan will sort of get up as Charles goes to his special stash. Khan will kind of lean over to you, Dusan, and say, just have the medical stuff ready.
Yeah, she nods.
Charles comes back with a small metal canister. It's unlabeled, with the exception of like the skull on it.
No. It's yours. Nah. If this motherfucker gives me the 4x stuff.
As he will pour a small shot glass, a bit for you and a bit of for him. I'll say, it does feel like a bit of old times.
Very well then. Here's the old memories.
As you down the thing, it is in fact 4x.
Ah.
As Charles will like choke a bit with it. Oh, still hits me like a rat knocked into me.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you okay there? Are you okay there, old man?
Yeah, I think I will go and lay down a bit.
I think you may have some work cut out for you tomorrow.
Are you okay? I can give you some water at the very least.
Kind of waves
Deal
you
with
off
the
as he's
effort.
like walking upstairs.
Really? That's what finally does him in?
At the very least, I'm good to know that some things still work.
The Khan looks at you and says, "It's literal poison."
Yeah, but with the
He's
way
not-
this guy is, I feel like he would just brush it off and be like,
He's
it's
like-
a little spicy.
He's like 80. I think. Listen, there's only so much a body can withstand.
No, I'm glad to see it. Sorry, that was mean.
See, Carmen, learn from the master.
She looks at her mom.
Yeah, no, first like, see, Carmen, yeah, listen, look and learn from the master to poison people properly.
Both of you are terrible. And she will take a sip of it for nostalgia's sake as well.
The fucking 4x hit you like a fucking truck.
Ah,
Well, now that your reflexes are down, I'm gonna.
Francesca's
Sometimes-
not. Is Carmen going for the 4x?
she just took a sip.
No idea.
Calm down. Calm down. Reminds me of home. When the nights were cold, you used to take a sip of this to keep yourself warm.
Yeah, mom put this on my gums when I was teething as a baby.
Khan
Now
looks
that was just
disturbed.
It's just the 2x. It's just the 2x.
I wish my mom would have done that.
No, Khan says, no, you don't.
No?
No.
Yeah.
Don't you have proper healthcare up there?
I mean, we do, but I mean, it sounds like fun.
It's slew up is largely makes it poisons don't really work as the same for us as it works for the others. I mean, the Fae have their wings, the Boggarts, I believe, have their strength. Sprites have, that whole thing, and we got a bit of a tougher constitution.
Problem you see, Alida, is that with stronger bodies come weak brains. Trust me.
Hey,
That's... Listen,
I'll have you know, my mom and I are plenty intelligent.
the fact that you have to state that, though, says something, alright?
Fuck off.
I'll take you by your word. Okay.
Well, we still have 2 days of rest. Is John Lukuman still here? I want to make sure. I want to ask.
Yeah, he would be.
He's knocked
Okay.
out from the low spice
He's watching
version. He's
terrified.
knocked out from the low spice
He
version.
is trying to like keep the spicy food, and he probably would have like gotten up to go to the bathroom because he's like,
I made it low level, John Luke. I'm sorry.
A weak Frenchman. He's a European. He's a European eating Indian food. His sensibility's not made for this.
The rest of you, I'm gonna go to bed for myself. Please go to bed afterwards. No trouble.
When do I ever get in trouble?
And so,
going to
listen,
pretend-
I need to finish one more forgery, and I'll be going to bed as well. See you, all of you, in the morning, I guess.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Jessica's thinking, should I go to sleep or what? She's like paranoid. Just thinking, you know what? I won't be able to sleep to the stress tonight anyway. Might as well keep on.
I'm not gonna make.
No. Definitely's gonna probably stay up a bit longer than usual, maybe, yeah, because she's still kind of after all the jokes are past and when she's alone, her first smile will fade. She'll look out the window with great worry.
Yeah, you can give a caution roll. Now the question is, Carmen, are you gonna do something?
Look at him baiting you.
I would like to do something interesting. Francesca's up, keeping an eye.
Well, listen,
Any
that's
difficulty
why I want to
counts.
see the. Well, no,
Yeah.
you don't. You actually don't.
Contested. Oh. I don't roll caution or?
You don't. You rule caution. You just don't put difficulty in Mac.
Ah, okay,
I'll
so-
tell you
ah,
when you need
ah,
to put
okay.
difficulty.
Okay, understood, gotcha.
Question is, what would you like to do, Carmen?
I don't know. I feel like she's still upset from
Mm-hmm.
talking to Charles, so she's got extra energy and doesn't want to go to sleep right now.
Exactly.
So, do I take the bait of what you said earlier and go for a stroll?
I mean, listen. Like this grumpy old man and like everyone, like listen.
I know for a fact that there are assassins.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything to you.
They didn't attack me last time. That's true.
Ah.
That's true. It's gonna be the same every time.
Listen, you could even take Khalida with you. I think. Listen.
Yeah, I would like to talk to Kalita, but I created this character to do dumb things, so I'm gonna do dumb things.
Yes.
Hey, Kalita. Hey,
Yeah, hi.
over here.
What are you doing?
I was gonna go out. I wanted to know if you wanted to.
Oh, sure. Going out and do what exactly?
I don't know. Just I'm not tired. I don't know if you are.
So we're going
Oh.
on a stroll. And she's gonna
Yeah.
wink. I see. I'm
Just
all in.
walk.
Yes,
Well,
just walk.
I'm gonna need you both to give me an illusion. Don't worry, I'll make sure that I tip the scales in your favor.
Wow. I've already used my free reroll for sneaking.
No, so you still get the free reroll, right? Yeah.
You can use infinitely. It's not a one-time
Whenever?
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's every time.
Yeah, it's infinite, yeah. I wanted to sabotage it. Don't worry about it. Listen,
Don't worry. God is on your side to hear to tip the scales.
Is his name Hikon?
No, his name is Gruntlock, and he is here in your corner. Actual God. Listen, Francesca, you're like a bit up. You're late at night. People have gone mostly to sleep. There's a very soft knock at one of the windows.
oh, for fuck's sake, I look outside. It's fucking her.
Yeah, Aisha kind of gestures for you to arrive.
She will cautiously fucking very slowly walk up and fucking open the window slightly.
Well, Carmen, Not Francesca talking to someone out the window. Which is very good because that means both of you can sneak out without her noticing.
Quick, she's distracted. Go.
I'm just gonna take one.
She looks at you, Francesca, and says, "So, you think I was joking?"
I did not.
Because I think this is hilarious. I tell you to leave town, and in fact, I find you housing with the target of our assassinations. Didn't even switch residence.
Fortunately, I do not have many spare properties in this place. She's really tense, fucking getting ready. This time there's no reason to smile. Yeah, she's been fucking she's assuming battle's about to happen.
No, you're staying at the house of a serial murderer of our kind, right? A war criminal. Not only has this man led countless forces in battle, killed many of our brethren, as far as I understand, he was also involved. Slew slaughtered. Rebellion happened 10 years ago.
I've certainly heard that.
Just fine with that, I guess. Kinship means nothing to you.
So just that's up. Ignoring. This man's trying to at least, first of all, when it comes to the slaughter, he was not. It makes no sense to talk to you that he's trying to atone for his sins, and if he was. Want to hunt down every single boggart and fairy as well?
Just their leaders. I think this man is just a random fairy. Do not hear the part.
No,
about...
I am not. I'm aware. I've heard, and I know. But trust me, I've seen people suffer from PTSD and true regret, and he's trying to atone. And
He could atone with his life. Yet he clings to that. I see you've chosen sides. Guess the rumors were true about you being an actual deserter. Spineless,
she's God damn it! I was thinking, like, do I kill this woman for fuck's sake?
spineless
What about
coward
shots?
who ran away.
Fuck.
Pathetic.
Fuck, do I attack this woman? Yeah, I can try. I mean, this will be a far more equal fight. I don't think she's like a master, but fuck.
She's gonna, at this point, actually, she's not gonna entertain this conversation. She's gonna stand up and take her leave. As she elopes into the night.
Fuck. You know, what a bit of a... Sadly, I don't have foot charm, so I can... Thinking about jumping her.
And she's gone. I'll give you like 2 more minutes to make that decision. But
Yeah.
listen, Red. Charles needed that good night's sleep. He hasn't had one in so long, in years. Years. He deserves a good night's rest. One where he's not like paranoidly aware of everything. Yeah. As you watch her leave and you close the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, no, I'll check up on Charles to see he's fine.
Yeah, you crack the door to his bedroom. Like he's actually sound asleep.
Yeah, I'll watch him. Yeah.
As Khalida and Carmen, as you elope as well, start wandering down the streets. Even if it's at nighttime, the city is still lively. There's still people coming in and out. There's a bit of merry happening, especially like nearby taverns and inns. You're walking. Is there any conversation you two are having?
Yes, Kalita would ask Carmen. So, what did you do back when you asked me why I wasn't looking at the military and the whole everything? Why were you there?
Wait, what?
When we were back at the military.
Oh, well, I mean, there's no point in lying about it at this point. Hakan asked me to grab some stuff for him. He said that he'd provide a distraction.
Ah, yes, I see.
So, should be getting Monty back pretty easily. We should be good to go. You know, if we ever get stopped, we'll have official papers and whatnot.
That's great. Actually, good news.
Did you make those bombs? Because, like, that was pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I had just some simple things to make them, but they were pretty cool, yes. Not gonna lie.
It's always been on my bucket list.
I can teach you how to make one of them.
If you wouldn't mind, actually.
Sure.
Maybe not out here, and they might
No,
target
not.
me specifically if they overhear it, but eventually.
Yes, one day.
So is there anything you want to do? I don't know what Topperdam's like at night, but this place looks not so different from Umbral, I guess. Cleaner.
It definitely is cleaner, yes.
You hear someone say, plenty of ways to have fun here as well.
Hmm?
You turn around and there's this woman smiling at both of you.
Hi.
That's only if you're like courageous enough.
Really just gonna look at Carmen.
Carmen's like trying to think right now. What do you mean courageous enough?
Well, it's not exactly legal, and authorities would frown upon it, but I know a
Don't
place
think
where you
that's
can
much
have
of a
fun.
problem.
Gambling, fighting, knife throwing.
Karma's gonna sling an arm around Kalita and be like, "Okay, listen, we're gonna have some slua fun, not
Wait,
whatever."
But I
Very
mean,
fun.
we need to be careful. I mean, if we get in trouble, we might not get back home next few days. We gotta be careful.
Oh, come on. I mean, Kalita, you just gonna sit in that old house and do nothing for the next couple of days?
I mean, couple of days, just 2 days, 2 more days.
You
But
walk in,
I-
you can walk out if you think it's not fun. I think it's fun.
I guess let's give it a try.
And she's gonna gesture for you to follow her as you walk in one of the more. I mean, there's still like people around having fun, but it's one of the clearly poorer ends as follow her, and she's gonna lead you out in the back, open like a door to a basement area, as you can hear like multiple people shouting from inside. After you, ladies.
Yeah, I'll lead the way in.
As you step
Let's go.
down, you see there's a crowd of fairies sort of gather around. Two people having a wrestling match, it looks like. As the basement area is quite large. There's like a sort of some people using a board as they throw knives at it. And there's
Now, this reminds me of home.
a couple of tables where people are playing like ice games. As lots of money is being passed around. As the woman sort of
I need money.
like puts an arm on both of your shoulders and says, "So, drinks anyone?"
Sure.
Not too strong for me.
She like smiles and nods as she, like sits you down at the table, go at the bar, comes back with like 3 cups. They don't have not strong, but I tried my best.
Just take small sips at first.
I guess. Yeah. Small sips.
Gonna toast with you. Says, "My name is Aisha. How about you?"
Carmen. Nice to meet you.
Alita. So you from around here?
I'd say so. I've been here long enough to acclimatize. You two though, you look like tourists.
Yeah, I guess so. We're just traveling.
I was about to say tourists usually have more money on them. You quite poor.
Well, that's rude, but you're not wrong.
Listen, you can. There's plenty of. She glances around. There's plenty of ways you can have fun here without making money. Watch, or rather, without needing money. As she's gonna like down her drink, as she walks up to the rest, kind of like the ring that the other two fairies just finished wrestling, as one of them clearly just won. As she sort of shouts and says, "So, who's down for a bit of a duel? Any would-be noble that wants to show their training for their academy? Putting down 20 coin." And as you can see, like this younger man sort of clearly taking the bet, as he also puts down a small bag of coins, as he'll like give both of them dueling pins. She sort of kind of like stretches a bit lazily as the man adopts a much more formal stance. And as they begin to engage, I need both of you to give me a fight roll, but with like academy, because you're just kind of watching this and trying to see how well you understand the fighting techniques at play. And I'll say the difficulty is 1 crit. Holy shit.
Oh,
That, what the
God.
damn? That's a real troll there, fucking Carmen. I mean, you could
Listen.
rewind and gamble, but damn.
Listen, yeah, they move. They clearly have very different fighting styles. As for you, Khalida, it is obvious that this woman is in fact not dueling and clearly is taunting, doing show boasting. She is not taking this quite seriously, whereas the man is trying his best. He's also drunk, which is not very helpful for his condition. He is clearly quite skilled, whereas you, Carmen, it's a bit harder to make out everything, but well, this woman is clearly an accomplished warrior with the speed and accuracy she moves. While initially seemed like she was gonna be overwhelmed, she managed to easily overturn the situation. As she walks away from the fight with both bags. Who wants another drink?
That was pretty good.
I'm a pretty decent fighter, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I
You
can
surely
tell.
are.
Do you do this a lot?
Pick up a few things over the years.
Man, if only Francesca had talked to us about this.
Smiles and goes,
Yeah.
buys another round of drinks. Says, are your kids interested in learning some moves?
Always.
I'm gonna watch, but
She smiles,
Oh,
nods.
so you're only interested in fighting when it's a pretty fairy boy?
we don't talk about it.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Although, I mean, really pretty, you should talk to him.
Roman will be off in a few days. Don't see the reason for it. Just probably won't see him ever again. So why?
No, there's the I know someone who can make wishes come true.
That's
It's old superstition. It's not. I saw the look on your faces now. It's like a superstition. You go to the man, you pay him some money, you say what you want to happen. He does a little prayer, and supposedly it's supposed to bring good luck. What?
well, then we've hit our first roadblock.
Money? She laughs as she looks around the room. Look at all these rich suckers.
Those look like there's a lot to take. I mean, earn.
She smiles. Listen, I'll swindle some of the fights. Swindle some of the dice poker.
Why can't I swindle a fight?
Want to?
Yeah.
Well. Have you ever done throne fights?
A what fight?
Do you want to win the fight or do you want to make money?
I thought those were the same thing.
No. They can be, but you'll earn way less money. But do what I say. You'll get to fight, then at the very end, you kind of tend to lose and you actually lose, you make more money.
You mean I can get paid to get my ass beat?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you make double the money.
No, I mean, why is someone paying?
Oh, you never gambled on fights before, have you? So
I mostly just watched them.
the more you win, the more people think you'll be likely to win, so they will bet for you. Meanwhile, I bet against you. You lose one fight, I collect.
I see.
People don't
But then
know
that
you
would
here.
require people to bet for me.
Which is why in the initial part, when they bet against you, I bet for you. You win. See, it's worry about it. People know me around here, so they're not gonna really trust me that much. But you're a new face.
Yeah. Are there any rules to these fights?
No, not really. They'll be given like dummy weapons, so injury is likely, killing is, well, improbable.
That's fair.
The gestures for the rings. Have at it. As,
All right then. Caravan stands up, dusts herself off, and just
yeah,
walks to the ring.
You approach, and as you approach the man that's kind of organizing these fights, and yeah, he'll look a bit surprised, but he's not gonna turn you down. And I'm gonna need a fight roll with you, and you can use your street for this because you are basically
Okay, I was gonna ask if I could use street.
gonna use very underhanded tactics, and she is in fact gonna like make sure all your opponents are drunk. So yeah, it's still one critical. Be the easiest thing, not impossible for your skill.
I'm the one rolling, however.
Yeah.
Am I able to reroll?
You,
Also, I don't know how
You
aces
can
work.
gamble. You can gamble.
you have an ace. Aces just auto succeed.
Okay.
You only get one per. They are very rare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
you can
the
use your
mechanic for that.
spades ace for this. You can.
You can also theoretically always reroll, but it's always a gamble. And if you don't improve your successes, you will lose one success.
Yeah, I think you have to use the ace before you roll, so I'm not gonna like let you also do the reroll and
Yeah.
spend the ace.
I'm
so...
just asking for future reference.
No,
'cause I
like
don't know.
again, for this one, I'll let you spend the ace, just automatically. Want.
Yeah, I want to see what this gambit is. So okay.
Yeah, so as you struggle, some opponents are better than others, especially as you start climbing up the ladder, and it comes to a head where Aisha will let you know that this is the fight that you have to lose, but you also have to lose it convincingly. You can't just like give up, so there's a challenge in that as well.
Mhm.
But you manage to fool people. You manage to fool people into believing that you actually just lost the fight, as you will in fact double your money for the night, as Aisha would bet against you in the beginning, make money as you keep winning, then bet against you as you lose, making quite a lot of money. As about 2 hours later, or 2 to 3 hours later, she's counting coins. Says, well, it's time to go, people, before they start looking at us funny. Oh no, they are already.
Okay,
Up
let's go.
the stairs, just guiding you. As yeah, walk with heavy bags. She says, "Oh, who wants to make a wish?"
Oh, I honestly forgot about that part.
Hey, listen, kid, you did great. You're born for this.
I'm very tired, but thanks.
Winning fights is one thing. Losing fights and making them think it was not intentional. That's a art.
Yeah, that last guy hit me pretty hard though. Well, Kalita, do you have a wish?
I do, but I'm not sure if I want to lay it into hands of a fortune teller or something, or whatever, or fate.
Is this like a concept that I'd be familiar with, or is this completely new to me?
Seems like a very random thing.
Okay.
Maybe it's probably local. Well, I mean, if you want to write it down on a note, that makes you feel better. Like, what's the actual wish? What you're so worried about?
I mean, it doesn't really seem to see me or really. I mean,
You just have to spend more time together, right?
in time that I spend with him, I usually just watch him train because most time he just trains because he has to.
Ugh, yeah.
So not much of time spending and talking and everything.
How about this? Listen, it's a silly thing, I know. Listen. She like takes one of the coins, flips it down the drain. We wish together for this nice little man of yours spend less time training and more time with you.
Just looks at the drain where the coin went down very sadly.
Does that sound good?
I guess doesn't hurt.
Be more cheerful as she like rubs your back. Here's your winnings, by the way, as she like hands you one of the bags. Carmen.
Yep.
That's 10 coin for you.
What?
Yeah, you earned a lot.
Thanks, stepmom. or step aunt. I can't remember who we decided.
I should have killed her.
You should have. Fortunately, as she's gonna be done in a few hours.
We should get back. My mom's gonna have a fit if she catches us.
Yeah, that's true.
Want
We
me to
don't
walk you
wait,
home?
I think we'll find a way home.
Yeah, it's alright.
Well,
Thanks
let's-
for
Listen, anytime, and if you want, I mean, you're already moving pretty good. There are more tricks you can learn. If you ever want to, I'm in the area.
Yeah, you know what? That does sound nice.
Plus, you said you're gonna be around for like what, another day or so. Catch you around
About. Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks,
then.
Aisha.
Smile and take her leave. You two will head home, and Francesca, are you actually gonna stay up throughout the night?
Yeah, she's stressed out the fuck right now, honestly, yeah.
I'm gonna have you all roll again. But Francesca, you will take -1 to your dice.
Yeah, that's fair.
You are tired at this.
Caution.
An illusion for us too.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Well, you just easily able to slip by the tired Francesca as you walk into your rooms. One sound much more richer than you entered, than you left. As we will be ending the session there.